Hey iTechtronicers, what's happening? As you may all know, Apple's iPad 2 event has just ended. Although Steve Jobs was on medical leave, he was still present and didn't want to miss this great opportunity to announce Apple's iPad 2. Steve began the event with usual statistics, such as announcing the accomplishment of selling 15 million iPads in 2010 and selling 100 million iPhones. He then went on and announced the iPad 2. Let's look at the specs of the new iPad 2. It is 33% thinner than the original iPad, making it even thinner than the iPhone 4. The new iPad 2 is composed of a dual-core A5 chip processor and is keeping its battery life of 10 hours from the original iPad. The iPad 2 also has a gyroscope included, similar to that of the iPod Touch 4G and iPhone 4. It is going to be available in two colors, black and white, which will be shipping from day one. And let's not forget the rear and front facing camera. The front facing camera will give you the opportunity to FaceTime, and the rear facing camera will permit you to shoot HD videos. The iPad 2 will be shipping on March 11th for the United States and March 25th for 26 other countries. The 3G version will be available on both AT&T and Verizon wireless networks, keeping the same prices as the original iPad. Let's take a quick look at some footage of the iPad 2 press conference event.
Marginal improvements. It's a completely new design. And the first thing is, it's dramatically faster. We have a new chip we call A5. Our chip wizards have come up with this. And it's great. It's dual-core processors, right? Two processors inside. And so we get up to twice as fast on CPU performance. But we've really gone all out on the graphics performance. Up to 9 times faster graphics. The graphics on this thing are wonderful. Same low power as A4. We don't want to give up any of that legendary battery life. And even though others are starting to ship, I think this is going to be the first dual-core tablet to ship in volume. So A5 is really quite an achievement and is going to give us something that's up to twice as fast on CPU performance, up to 9 times faster on graphics, and the first iPad was no slouch. So, a lot faster with A5. Second, we've built in some cameras for video. We've got a rear camera out the back, and we've got a front-facing camera out the front. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. We've also built in gyroscope that we have in the iPhone and the iPod Touch. Now, having built in all of this stuff, one of the most startling things about the iPad 2 is it is dramatically thinner. Not a little bit thinner, a third thinner. 33% thinner. That's what it looks like. So if you look at the numbers, when you look at the numbers, gone from 13.4 millimeters down to 8.8 millimeters thick. It's dramatic. And for those of you that have iPhone 4s, the new iPad 2 is actually thinner than your iPhone 4. So we're incredibly happy with this. And when you get your hands on one, it feels totally different. And all of these other tablets are coming out, most of them even thicker than the original iPad, nothing even approaching this. In addition to thicker, it's lighter as well, going from 1.5 pounds down to 1.3. And you might not think that's a lot, but when you get down to 1.5 pounds, 1/10 of a pound is a lot. And it feels quite a bit lighter. And it's got an all-new design. It's just beautiful. So this is what it looks like. It's really thin. And it's in 2 colors, black and white. We're going to be shipping white from day one.
Continuing on with the event, Apple went over some of the improvements expected in the new iOS 4.3, which include better Safari performance, iTunes home sharing, and AirPlay improvements. The new iOS 4.3 will be released on March 11th for the iPad, iPhone, and iPod Touch 3rd and 4th generation. If you would like to know a little more details on the iPad 2, make sure you go ahead and check out Apple's website. I hope you enjoyed this coverage of the iPad 2 event. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments below, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Apple iPad 2 content.